Hello, my name is Jay Latici, and I'm going to be doing the floating egg experiment. The grade level I focused on is 3rd grade, and our standard is 3.E.21, which is compare Earth's saltwater and freshwater features, including oceans, seas, rivers, lakes, ponds, streams, and glaciers. The materials we will need today are 3 glasses, 2 filled all the way up with water, 1 filled up halfway. You'll need table salt, 3 eggs, a spoon, and an extra cup of water. The students' learning outcomes, they'll be able to tell the different properties of saltwater and freshwater, and they'll be able to explain why certain objects float better in saltwater and why they don't float in freshwater. So to start, we are going to put table salt inside of 1 glass. And now I'm going to mix it up. And then we're going to put salt inside the glass that's filled halfway. And the book that I focused on is One Well by Rochelle Strauss, and it talks about the fact that all the water on Earth has been on Earth since Earth was created, and it all is used up through a cycle. And it talks about the fact that water is important for life on Earth and that we all need it in order to survive. Every living organism needs water, and we have to protect our water sources. So students will need to know that salt water is denser than fresh water because of its salt content. But for this experiment, we're just using regular table salt, but students should understand that it's not table salt that's inside the ocean. It's a bunch of different salts and minerals that causes the density of it. So we'll put the egg inside the fresh water and see if it floats or it sinks. And obviously the egg sinks because the fresh water has a greater, the egg has a greater density than the fresh water. And if we put it inside the salt water, I'd like to add some more. Alright, so mix up salt water. And then we're going to drop the egg into the salt water. And you see that it floats because the salt water has a greater density than the egg. And students need to know that density is how heavy something is compared to its volume. So as you can see, it is floating. And then for the 3rd glass, we're going to have salt water in that as well. Probably add some more. Make sure it floats. And then mix that up. Alright, and it's floating. And so to test it, we're gonna add more fresh water and see if the egg starts to go down more. But it stays in the middle because the water is combining and it's at that point where it is staying the same. So for this experiment, we just need students to understand the difference in the properties of freshwater and saltwater, and it all boils down to the density of whatever item that is and the density of the water. So thank you so much. This has been my egg floating experiment. Thank you.